If you are like me, you are this kind of person for who turning off household lights to save money is a habit. But did you know that in the end, it's not really the money-saving power move you think it is? I will try to explain to you why you can simply stop. Let me be perfectly clear right out of the gate. If you turn off a device in your home that uses electricity, no matter how big or small the device, you will, of course, save money. It doesn't matter if the device is a giant power-hungry gaming PC or a tiny night light in the bathroom. It's using electricity, then, naturally, you aren't paying for that electricity. Oh, and before I forget, please do all that stuff. It will make my day when it comes to serious energy savings. However, let's completely change the game. The efficiency of LED lighting compared to traditional incandescent lighting is staggering. Back in the day, it made sense to turn the lights off when you left the room. Our parents weren't out of line to tell us to turn the lights off and sigh when we didn't. The total wattage of all the incandescent lights in a big room could easily exceed the wattage of a desktop computer under load, and there was an associated penalty on your electric bill and your wallet. However, LED lights use a small fraction of the energy traditional incandescent bulbs do. Actually, depending on the bulbs in question, you can power anywhere from half a dozen to a dozen LED bulbs with the power required by the incandescent bulb you're replacing. It helps to look at some actual concrete numbers to put it all in perspective. Let's say, for the sake of example, that there are 10 light bulbs on the ground floor of your home that you would like to keep on. It could be for security reason, or maybe you just like the warm lighting in the evening, or whatever the reason might be. And let's say you leave them on for 5 hours every night. Suppose you have 10 traditional 60 watts incandescent bulbs. They consume a total of 600 watts per hour, or 0.6 kilowatts per hour. You can multiply that by the cost your local utility charges for kilowatts per hour. The United States national average is 12 cents per kilowatts per hour. Each evening when you leave those 10 bulbs on after work, it costs you 36 cents. Per month, it's $10.96, and per year it's $131.49. That's not early retirement money, but it's certainly a chunk of money that you could have been spent on something else like 6 or even 12 months of your favorite streaming service, or your heat bill in the winter, or anything else. Now let's say you have 10 60 watts equivalent LED bulbs used under the same conditions, aka 5 hours per day in the evening after work. Most 60 watts equivalent bulbs use between 8 and 9 watts of energy, so I will use the magic number of 8.5 watts for my following calculations. So now your per hour energy use is not 600 watts per hour, but 85 watts per hour. Then running those 10 bulbs for 5 hours after work costs now only 5 cents per day, or $1.55 per month, or only $18.62 per year. In fact, to get even close to the energy expense of leaving the 10 incandescent bulbs on in the evening, you'd need to leave roughly 70 equivalent LED bulbs on. For many people, that would mean turning every single light on their house on, including the porch lights, garage lights, and even the attic lights too. I'm not trying to encourage you to be wasteful for the sake of being wasteful. As much efficient LEDs could be not, there's no reason to leave attic or closet lights on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, aka all the time. But with the efficiency of LED bulbs, flipping lights off in a room you'll be returning to shortly, or not leaving accent lights on around your house when you really love the cozy vibe they provide just doesn't make a lot of sense. Don't fret about wasting too much power setting up smart lights to make winter feel less gloomy, or otherwise enjoying your lights. The cost to run a 60 watts equivalent LED bulb is 0.001 per hour. It's just a tenth of a cent. At that price point, we are talking about 1,000 hours of operation to hit $1 single dollar. And hey, if you want to enjoy your lights extra guilt-free, unplug your lesser used electronics or put them on a power strip you can flip off when you're not using them. While you should leave frequently used items and crucial things like your internet modem and router plugged in. You'll save way more power per year by unplugging unused electronics than you will beating yourself up for leaving the kitchen lights on. So if you want to take a there's no such thing as a free lunch approach to your lights, just unplug your unused electronics and put that energy toward your super efficient LED bulbs guilt-free. But hey, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below. Bye bye!